Hi, my name is Jeff Cavaliere, the creator of the AthLEAN-X Training System. During my time with the New York Mets as a physical therapist and strength coach, one of the most eye-opening things that I realized was that pro athletes train very different from the average guy. From the number of times a week that they work out, to the length of their workouts, to what they're eating, to even the exercises that they're doing, these guys are doing things much different, and there's a lot to learn from them. I have created the AthLEAN-X Training System to allow you to have the same opportunity that they do to get the results. Guys, if you want to look like an athlete, you got to train like an athlete.
It's always been a dream of mine to be a firefighter. I didn't really have that much confidence because, I just didn't feel like I could be part of the firefighters because, they gotta be really physically fit and stuff. And, after doing the program and gaining, muscle and losing the fat, I just got a lot more confident in myself. Every day when I looked at the workout for the next day, I was excited. I honestly thought that I would never have abs. I didn't think it was genetically possible for me. It was just crazy seeing my abs come out in the first, few weeks of doing the program. It was just like, wow. I cut my body fat in half and still weighed the same, which means I put on the weight that I lost in fat and changed that into muscles. It's exciting. You enjoy it, and once you start seeing changes in your body, then you're just going to keep doing it.
I think one of the most important things that really most programs overlook is all the main concept of rest and recovery. They just have you working out every single day without an opportunity to rest, and that is when you actually grow. It's like anything else. If you're trying to cause a change in your body, there's a specific dose that causes that change, and when you go beyond that, now you're actually starting to get negative effects. So if you were going to have medicine for a headache, you take a specific dose, but beyond that, you might overdose. And it's the same thing if we're going out in the sun and we're trying to get a suntan. There's a specific amount of time that's going to cause a tan. Every second thereafter, we actually start to burn. So with AthLEAN-X, we're giving you a specific dose of training that's necessary to cause growth, to cause fat burning, but without going into that realm of overtraining, because that is the quickest way to prevent you from actually making progress.
Well, AthLEAN-X has given me the ability to build strength, power, stamina, and flexibility. It's a 30-40 minute high-intensity workout. I get all my strength and conditioning during this workout, so it allows me to have more time in my other training, my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu, my striking. It just gives me more time to concentrate on those parts of my game for my fights. We do a lot of stuff that's unstable, meaning we do a lot of stuff on our feet. We're not going to do so much leg extensions. You're not really working your stabilizer muscles when you do like leg extensions or stable exercises. We want to do unstable exercises so we can work our core, we can work our stabilizer muscles, because that's what you're going to use in your fights. I use the AthLEAN-X band a lot, which helps me make my shoots for my takedowns a lot more explosive. I do a lot of drills using that band to just make my shoots just more quicker. I want to be able to change my levels a lot faster and then get that takedown. My goal right now is getting to UFC. It's my main and only goal right now. AthLEAN-X is going to help me get there because the workouts that we do are structured for me to be strong, explosive, have my stamina, give me all the tools I need to get in there and continue being aggressive and do what I need to do to win my fights.
Obviously, hand in hand with an effective conditioning program, a strength and conditioning program, is actually nutrition. You cannot have one without the other, but that to me seems to be the biggest stumbling block for guys, is that they just cannot stick to a meal plan. I think the biggest problem is that we have diets that people have to follow, and that word just kills me, because a diet is something that in and of itself means temporary to me. If you're on a diet, that means you're going to be off a diet at some point. So we don't want you thinking that way. We don't want you to be on a diet to get lean. We want you to be on a diet to live lean. So these are no measuring, no calorie counting, no having to cook extravagant meals or know all these recipes. These are things that guys can actually do. I like to call them guy-friendly meal plans, and that's what the whole point is, to make these things doable.
What drew me to AthLEAN-X was some guys in my office started using P90X, and they were talking about it and how they were getting, they were getting excited to start getting in shape. And so I thought I'd check it out. It was not for me. It was too much of a time commitment. 7 days a week, an hour a day. I work 60 hours a week. I have a 3-hour commute with a wife, 2 kids. And not having time and not making it a priority, it really started to take its toll. Not eating right, not exercising. You can't sit down for 8 to 10 hours a day in an office and expect to have a good physique. It's just not going to happen. That is just not good for you. I'm not an athlete. I have never played an organized sport in my life. I know enough about organized sports to know that you don't get and hold a job at that level unless you know what you're doing. AthLEAN-X is one of the only programs out there that puts an emphasis on muscle building simultaneously with fat loss. So your body weight actually in some cases won't even change that much, because as you're losing the fat, you're adding muscle and you're maintaining the lean muscle that you already have, and that's a good thing. A lot of people think lean muscle is for bodybuilders, but it doesn't matter whether you're a CEO, a father, whatever you are, lean muscle is what you want. That's a good thing.
What most people call cardio, I like to call conditioning, because we're not just getting the elevated heart and the benefits of that, but we're getting the fat burning effects through what I call AthLEAN burst conditioning. If you're following the typical treadmill or elliptical for 45 minutes to an hour, I really think that's the road to nowhere, and it's not going to get you the results. It's actually been scientifically shown to not be as an effective fat burner as you can when you're doing interval-based training. So AthLEAN burst conditioning training, for me, there's no substitute, and it also helps you because it's going to help you preserve the muscle, the hard-earned muscle that you built, whereas traditional cardio actually will start to melt that away.
What brought me to AthLEAN-X was, believe it or not, the picture that I sent you. I've been working out for 10 years, following numerous different programs that actually got me nowhere. My lifestyle was kind of getting out of control, and I wanted to find something that I could change my lifestyle, be a little bit more confident about myself, and actually to have something that works. AthLEAN-X has also helped me out significantly because I do have shoulder issues. I've had 3 shoulder surgeries. Other workouts I've tried, I couldn't even do them. Couldn't even go through the whole process because of shoulder pain.
Adam had come to me, he'd already had 2 shoulder surgeries, and he followed the traditional rehab approach, which got him nothing but a 3rd shoulder surgery. So I knew that it was going to be time to switch up what he was doing to get him the results that are going to be, protecting his joints in the long run. So AthLEAN-X for me, as a physical therapist, when I created that program, I want to take a holistic approach and get something that he could do that would not only address the large muscles, but also balance out the shoulder and all the other joints within the small muscles to get him back, not only training with the weights that he was before, but actually stronger than he was before.
What AthLEAN-X was doing, it was also making my body a bit more flexible and hitting target muscles that are not targeted in any other program that's out there. I don't have any shoulder pain, and I can pretty much do every workout now in AthLEAN-X.
while AthLEAN-X, certainly the hallmark of it is the creativity of the workouts, I'm not out to try to win an award for creativity by doing that. The sole purpose of having creative workouts is to make more effective workouts. You're recruiting more muscle, you're involving your core, you're doing ground-based training. These are the things that actually make you look like an athlete, what we're talking about, the whole principle of AthLEAN-X. If you know, there's an old saying that says if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. So if you keep doing the same exercise you've been doing, you're kind of going to look the same way you are. So we got to get you to shift that mindset, start doing some new exercise combos, but recruit muscles in a whole new way and get the results that we're talking about here look like an athlete.
Found AthLEAN-X by one day just searching the internet. I wanted to find an elite workout program that would push me to the max because I'm an athlete. What I like about the workouts is they're designed not just for any type of physical training. These are meant for professional athletes. Okay, it's fun and it's hard, but you know that you're going to get results. And I was seeing them in the first week. I felt good. I'm a true inspired athlete, and no joke.
Anybody out there who's trying to get in shape, become a better athlete, whatever it is, I recommend AthLEAN-X. I've tried P90X. I've tried other workout regimens, the old just going to the gym and just lifting dumbbells and just hoping, all right, maybe my biceps will get bigger in a month. It's not gonna happen. AthLEAN-X is a routine, you follow it, and you're gonna get results. There's no doubt about it.
While the AthLEAN-X Training System may in fact be a 90-day program, it is much more than that. It's a lifestyle. What are you going to be doing in the next 90 days? Are you going to still be in the same spot that you are now? Or are you going to be 89 days closer to your new athlete body? Whether you feel like you don't have enough time, whether you feel like you're too old, whether you feel like you don't have enough space, guys, all the excuses are gone. It's now time to get AthLEAN. Join Team AthLEAN today.